Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Prime Minister Andrej Plenković addressed the United Nations General Assembly for the first time earlier this evening. Croatia is among the 127 member states that support the reform of the aging international institution. The Prime Minister also drew attention to Croatia's extensive experience in peacekeeping and offered to help other countries rebuild after periods of war.
Our own experiences in building state institutions were a particular challenge for a country which achieved peace and re-established its territorial integrity only 20 years ago. Croatia is dedicated to assisting others in post-conflict transition with its own experiences in reconciliation and confidence building. We put at disposal this unique know-how and extensive expertise as a useful complementary contribution to the international community's efforts in similar situations. Croatia supports the Secretary General's drive to reform the Secretariat, especially in peacekeeping and development.
The Croatian Prime Minister also commented on the ongoing border dispute with Slovenia.
It is of the utmost importance that all international adjudications meet the highest legal standards and fully respect their own relevant rules. Compromising the impartiality or independence of international adjudicators and tribunals, as was the case in the terminated arbitration process between Croatia and Slovenia, makes their decisions legally void and left Croatia with no choice other than to withdraw from the arbitration process. We consider that this example of undermining the rule of law is a discouragement for states considering third-party dispute settlement.
The trade agreement between Canada and the European Union, known as CETA, came into effect today. Canada is the European Union's second largest trade partner, and CETA, which was 7 years in the making, is expected to increase that trade by 26 billion euros a year. Almost 99% of the tariffs, levies and taxes which had burdened trade with Canada have been removed. For perishable goods such as beef, pork and dairy products, the agreement prescribes quotas so as not to undermine the price of those goods on European markets.
It is the most modern and advanced trade agreement ever made, actually, and it opens up fantastic possibilities for entrepreneurs and companies and consumers in Europe, but also in Canada, and it strengthens, of course, the very tight friendship and alliance we have with our Canadian friends.
Canada is our 12th trading partner. It's about 60 billion a year of trading goods, about a bit less than 30 billion of trading services. It's a huge investor in Europe. There's more than 120 billion of euros of Canadian investment in Europe.
The Zagreb Police Academy hosted a meeting of partner academies from within the EU's European Border and Coast Guard Agency, Frontex. Experts praised the level of training Croatia has provided for their border guards, calling it an example to follow. The conference was attended by Interior Minister Davor Božinović, who said Croatia had a lot to offer the border agency.
The whole point of this network of police academies is to strengthen the cooperation between training centers for border security agents. Croatia has a lot to offer in this regard, and not just as a host, but also with the amount of experience we have obtained, especially over the past few years.
The 10th session of the Homeland Security Council was held at the Presidential Palace. Joining the members of the council were representatives of the State Protection and Rescue Administration, the Croatian Fire Services Association, and county fire chiefs. The aim of the session was to express ideas about the record-breaking wildfire season and come up with a unified model of command for all emergency services. With the Croatian public health system currently operating with a budget deficit of around 400 million euros, a possible sin tax could be in the works. Health Minister Milan Kujundžić sees an increase in taxes on alcohol, cigarettes, gambling and cell phones as a viable solution to the problem. At the same time, the minister assured that the supplementary health insurance charges would not be going up.
This means we will take a few kuna each from packs of cigarettes, liquor and spirits, gambling and perhaps even cell phone charges. We have opened up this idea and now we must see how the public will react. If we want to protect our children and cure the sick, we need to find new sources of revenue.
The political divisions within the largest opposition party, the SDP, are becoming more and more visible. Peja Grbin, a member of the party's presidency, has called for internal elections by the end of the year, claiming that the current leadership does not enjoy the support of the majority of its members. Grbin is being backed by some notable names within the party hierarchy, while party president Davor Bernardic claims to be the victim of a conspiracy related to his pursuit of a commission tasked with investigating Agricor.
As far as I'm concerned, what we need right now is to have local internal elections, meaning at the municipal and city level, as soon as possible. I also think we should hold national party elections where we can once again elect a new party leadership, in light of everything that has gone on within the party over the past year.
Defense Minister Damir Krstičević was in Vukovar to commemorate the founding of the 204th Vukovar Brigade. The minister lit candles at the memorial cemetery for the victims of the Homeland War and visited the site of a military base being built in Vukovar that will be the new home for the Army Corps of Engineers.
I can see that construction is moving in the right direction, and I believe that by the 18th of November, the Croatian army will finally make its home here in Vukovar.
Taking a quick look at sports, the Croatian women's volleyball team is in Tbilisi, Georgia, for the European Championships that begin tomorrow. Croatia is in Group B together with Belarus, Georgia and Italy. Those who make it out of the group stages will automatically qualify for the next European Championships. With newly appointed head coach Igor Lovrinov at the helm, team captain Samantha Fabris said they were full of confidence, but would also be approaching the tournament one game at a time. And in handball, in the fourth round of play in the regional Southeast European Handball League, Nexe from Nashice played Slovenian side Gorenje Velenje to a 24-all draw last night. Macedonian side Vardar is currently in first place in the standings with 12 points, followed by PPD Zagreb and Celje, each with 7 points. The weather forecast for tomorrow calls for mostly sunny skies and slightly warmer temperatures. The far east of the country can still expect increased cloud coverage and the odd shower. The morning will be cool, especially in mountainous areas where frost is possible. Winds in the interior mostly weak. The Adriatic can expect only moderate winds, while the open seas in the far south will get a strong westerly and northwesterly. Morning lows of between 5 and 10 in the interior and between 11 and 16 on the coast will give way to highs of 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. Sunday looks to be even sunnier and warmer for continental regions, while mountainous areas will continue to be cool. Sunday's weather will be changeable, ushering in a period of rain showers and slightly cooler temperatures. The Adriatic coast will be much of the same, sunny skies and warm temperatures. From Sunday and into early next week, rain and thunderstorms are in the forecast for the northern coast. A moderate westerly and northwesterly will blow, while a moderate to strong northeasterly is expected on Sunday and Monday. And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow night.